no matter what. Have feeling great.
Hello and welcome to Godlywood Studio and to Light of Knowledge. Dear friends, today we are continuing the discussion on negativities because whenever we fill our mind with negativities, not only we are polluting our own mind, but we are polluting the outside atmosphere also. These are all happening in a subtle way because the vibrations in the mind is so powerful that it can create ripples, it go out into the outside atmosphere and create changes in the atmosphere. So let us understand this power of the mind and let us use it for a productive and a more fruitful way so that we can help not only our life but the life of other people as well. And in light of knowledge, today we take up the negativity of laziness. Laziness can be very damaging when it is to the extreme. How far it can be damaging? Come, let us find out with Rupa Behenji. Behenji, welcome to the studio, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Laziness sometimes we think is not such a damaging thing
Mhm.
because we take it very light.
Mhm.
But how far can it be damaging to our life?
Laziness is the root cause of all vices.
Hmm.
That is why laziness is been counted as a big vice. Because when a person is having laziness, it can be physical laziness or even mental setbacks.
Hmm.
And it begins from in subtle way and then passes to the physical level. Any activity we do first, we have to have mind in an alert stage, attentive stage, and in an active stage with an awareness stage.
Hmm.
Now, if this is absent, then there is no command to the external bodily organs. So it waits for the command of the master. And therefore, we say to allow laziness in the mind itself, it generates many vices.
Hmm.
And when we don't do the work at right time, it may be a small work like cooking or cleaning.
Hmm.
Then at the end of the day, all work is dumped at it together, and I'm
Hmm.
not able to do. Then I feel a kind of depressive mood. Oh, today I could not do anything at right time, and this again continues. Then he may become victim of frustration.
Hmm. It's very common nowadays because we have this habit of putting off things
Mm.
to next day or next week because somehow we don't feel comfortable doing it right now. So how can we train our mind in such a way that we do everything when it is intended to be done?
To fight with this laziness, one has to fill the individual self
Hmm.
with happiness.
Hmm.
See, if a person is happy, he will do work with lightness.
Hmm.
So, if he can train his mind to keep light, then he can give command to the sense organs to work quickly and constructively and also fruitfully. So, therefore, we have to focus and also keep an attention anywhere I am influenced by any burdened thoughts, worried thoughts. You see, laziness can be created due to many reasons. One is physical laziness. Usually, people think laziness means only physical laziness.
Hmm.
But physically, when I become lazy, when I have a burden in my mind,
Hmm.
I am not able to feel the joy or happiness or a kind of enthusiasm to do many things at right
Hmm.
time, then the thoughts which are influenced by this kind of pattern of thoughts, then I postpone things. A kind of disinterest is created,
Hmm.
or else I don't have a clear vision of
Hmm.
what to do first and what not to do first.
Hmm. Mostly this problem of setting priorities because if there are many things to do, sometimes we forget which comes first and which comes last.
Mm.
How to train our mind to fix the priorities?
This needs a person to be positioned in a particular state of mind.
Hmm.
Like some people wait for somebody's appreciation to be active. Okay, somebody pampers you, appreciates you, gives some responsibility work in office or at home or somewhere, then they will start working together and quickly. But to my understanding, I cannot rely upon always somebody's appreciation, somebody's giving position to me, or somebody giving pampering or showing more importance. This is again remains temporary. If I don't make myself to be active as a part of my life, nature of my life, then always whenever I want to work, I need somebody's help. Therefore, people always say, if somebody is there together with me, then I can do a lot of work. Why? Because I am depending on others' energy of lightness and happiness.
I think we are all conditioned in a way to work in this way or that way because we take support a lot. So how can we remove these supports, or is it good to remove these supports, because sometimes we do need this support as well?
It is good if we get, but it should be a part of our nature that whether I get or not, I should be this, so that other vices will not enter me. See, when I am having laziness, then slowly there is postponing nature and workload will be accumulated more. Then I will search people who will share with me. And if I don't do work at right time, then I may not reach the goal, and that may lead to failures, and repetition of failures may lead frustration, and also slowly I may lose interest in my ability to put it into action. So this is like a vicious cycle. And then I get angry, and somebody is more successful, then I can't see them, then jealousy comes, then false comparison comes. Then sometimes, I have seen people, those who hate themselves. I hate myself. What is the reason? Because they think too much and they don't do it. And this gap leads them to hate themselves. And therefore, laziness is a biggest vice. We should understand that.
This happens to all of us, I think. It has happened many times to me, because sometimes when I'm tired, I feel that whatever immediate job remains to be done, I put it off to the next day because I'm so tired that I don't feel like doing it at that time. And this, I think, is quite common. So is there any way so that we can work through our day in such a way that I don't get tired, or what is behind it?
See, small things we should take care to drive away this laziness. Wherever you are living, in a room or a house or an apartment, wherever, first you see whether I have kept all things at right place. Second thing, whatever I need regularly, I am using, am I keeping it clean and keeping at right place? Because this physical appearance and surroundings, if it is clean, it affects our mind. It is vice versa also. If my mind is clean and I want to keep my mind always attentive, then external things I have to keep clean and tidy and keep at right place. If things are in episode way, you see, even on your bed, if you have scattered everything and you lie down, then that affects your sleep. So here God teaches us how you have to be active and also attentive in your day-to-day timetable activities.
Benji, this personal care or personal grooming, as it is said, sometimes we overlook the importance of this because we have so many other important things to do, and just to look after our table and our bed and all those things sometimes seems a hassle. So how can I train myself to do it in a simple way?
As much as possible, keep less things with you. Don't collect more things which are not useful. Simply for passion and fashion, you accumulate more things and decorate, and you don't have time to clean and keep. That is one simple thing we can adopt. And second thing, early morning, you have you should develop an habit of getting up, and then little contemplation, and think of the Master, the Almighty, because He gives you the energy for whole day. And this is our regular practice. Early morning, when you get up around 4 o'clock, that's our scheduled time. And that's the time of nectar, we say. Allow your mind to have as many positive thoughts as possible. Fill your mind with that positive energy drawing from the Supreme and prepare for the whole day. And you see, whole day you are going to be very active, and also you will have enthusiasm even for small things. Even your cooking, that needs enthusiasm, that needs more interest in it. And here in our Brahma Kumaris institution, God teaches us early morning, when you get up, say good morning to the Almighty. Begin with enthusiasm, begin with a great feeling, and then you have contemplation. After that, take care of physical cleanliness, and also the activities what you are doing, have connection with Him. In other way, we say having a action with His remembrance, and this is like we are charging our mind and acting through the physical sense organs.
Every day, early morning, if we make ourselves active, I think this problem of laziness can be eradicated from
Yes,
the
when I
root.
am not lazy, I look through what else I want to do, what else I want to do. So nothing remains a pending work. And you see, a person who is quite active like this, he won't remain anything pending. Even dust is there, he will wipe out immediately. So physical cleanliness and also internal cleanliness. That is why in the world they have given such a beautiful statement that where there is cleanliness, there is godliness.
Since you say a lot about purity and external cleanliness, I have heard a contradictory statement kind of. In the case of expert artists, sometimes they don't care much about their personal grooming. They might be good singers, good painters, and their house will be a total mess. Yet they do such beautiful work of art, giving a misunderstanding, I don't know, that all these things are not necessary. And I have heard even many people, many authors who are well versed in literature, their personal grooming is so shabby that they themselves admit that this is how I move on. So, is it a role model to our youth?
If we take such examples, actually they are focusing to their special talent to the maximum. Maybe they have less time or whatever the reason, but if we ask them individually, they are also in search of other side where they could have fulfilled, but they have become successful in one area which is appreciated in the society, but not all other areas. So here again I want to take up the example of our founding father Prajapita Brahma, who was at the age of 60 he had a great transformation in his life. Think at the age of 60 a man will think of relaxation, retirement, and just doing nothing and just enjoying the rest of the life. But here you see, the moment he got the revelations and also God's instruction to do something new and bring a better world on this earth, what a wonderful energy that he could get up at 3 o'clock and sit in meditation, and whole day he was engaged with making people join to this great task of divinization of the world. For that he was a good example. Even today, when we see his place where he was residing till the end, it's filled with such a beautiful, powerful, pure vibrations and looking very simple but great thinking. And it has mobilized lakhs of people. So here we see the wholesome. And therefore, even we don't believe ourselves to reach that state. It can be possible with some people, but let us do small things. At least let us keep our home good looking and clean and tidy, so that that gives very good support to the mind.
Benji, I think such examples when we listen to really inspires us to be like that, and I think all of our, I think especially youngsters need to give a little bit more attention, because invariably it is youngsters in their childhood who forget their personal grooming so much that their fathers and mothers need to run around behind them. So I think our youth is watching this. It is time for us to move into the question from the public.
I Sri Purnachandra Mahanti, Odisha, Surabaleswar. I am a retired elementary teacher. My question is that why Shiva Linga also called Shiva Baba?
I think, Benji, that's a very significant question, because in Brahmakumaris also we call God Shiv Baba. In Bhakti also, Shivaling is often referred to as Shiv Baba. Why this word Shiv Baba?
Literally, if you want to understand, Baba, the word gives the meaning father.
Hmm.
And Shiva, the word gives the meaning the benefactor, doer of good.
Hmm.
Linga, the word gives the meaning a symbol.
Hmm.
Shivling is the symbol of Shiva.
Hmm.
When we are understanding God is one,
Hmm.
and Linga is a symbol of God who is incorporeal.
Hmm.
How to show in the path of bhakti that God is in what form, and how to pray or do some of the rituals in the path of bhakti. Therefore, from many years, a round shaped stone has been kept as a symbol of incorporeal father. In other words, there is another meaningful word we use. Shiva Linga is also known as Jyotir Linga.
Hmm.
Linga is a symbol of whom? Jyoti. Jyoti is again a point of light. So in Brahma Kumaris, we understand clearly God's form as a light, supreme light, point of divine light. And also we relate the soul is the child of supreme light. Father is only one to the whole universe. Lovingly to address him, we say Shiv Baba. When we say, oh God, oh Father, it's like a distance. When we say Baba, that means we are very close. To
So
feel that closeness, we say
I think
Shiv
that
Baba.
closeness with God is so essential. We were talking about relationships also, how close it need to be, but we are moving away from that beautiful intact relationship. So I think understanding God as Shiv Baba will make us even closer, so that we can meditate in a perfect way. Benji, I think it is now time for the last session of today, that is the attitude, virtue and contemplation.
Today, we shall take up the attitude of being responsible.
Mhm.
When I feel responsible, I take all energy and use that in my activity. So, without this attitude, sometimes I may become prey to the laziness. Who cares? Who wants to do? Who is seeing me? Nothing is meaningful like that. So, let us have this attitude to be developed in our mind that I am responsible. And a supportive virtue that can help us to be always active and enthusiastic. Happiness. Happiness and feeling responsible should go together, because responsible sometimes feels heaviness. Again, I may go back to the laziness or some kind of disinterest feelings. So let us fill our mind with happiness, so that all our energy can be used for constructive purpose at right time, and this makes man feel great.
Usually, as you said, when responsibility is shouldered, it feels heavy all the time. And happiness and lightness definitely is a virtue we need to practice, so that we can carry on our responsibilities with lightness. Now it is time, I think, for us to reflect a little bit on what we have discussed.
Sit in a comfortable position. Visualize yourself as a tiny point of light residing in the center of your forehead, in between two eyebrows. have a beautiful thought in your mind. Being the child of Supreme, I am an instrument, a responsible person, along with the Supreme Father, to make this universe a heaven. Whatever I do, whatever I see, whatever I speak, everything matters, and it is spreading all over the world. Wherever I am in this globe, I am influencing many souls in this world. Hence, I realize the responsibility along with this. I support myself. I am happy to take this responsibility and fill the energy of happiness with the remembrance of Almighty, to think positive, to see positive, to listen positive, to speak positive, to act positive, to relate positive, and live positive. This helps other person to follow the same. Om Shanti.
Benji, I enjoyed it, and I hope all our viewers also might have enjoyed that reflection. And every day, I think, moving deeper and deeper into such reflections, we will ultimately find that peace of mind which we are all searching for. Thanks a lot once again for
Thank
coming
you.
into the studio and sharing all of this. So, dear friends, that has been a wonderful journey today. We shared a lot, and I think it might have been a fruitful journey for you as well so far. Keep along with us in this journey. Any query or any suggestion you have in your mind, please send an email or drop a line. And until we meet each other in the next episode, it is a bye bye from all of us in the studio. Thank you very much.